we've hit the point where it's about a week until the NFL draft, and all of the speculation, it's running rampant, man. What will the Vikings do? Will they stick and pick? Will they trade down? Will they trade up? All things around. Long story longer, our guy Paul Allen, 9 to noon, voice of the Minnesota Vikings, who, for my money, he's the best radio play-by-play guy in the National Football League, as well as his story is unparalleled, where you had a guy who's calling horse races and was Jesse Ventura's news update guy, and then all of a sudden he's the play-by-play dude of a National Football League team, and he's phenomenal. It will never be replicated. I'm really good at talking. PA is one of a kind, and he's my guy. So on his show 9 to noon yesterday, he just put a little bit of out there. Now, PA is the voice of the Vikings. I don't think that the front office discusses strategy with him, but he certainly gets a nugget or two. He's BFFs with Mike Florio, PFT, also a Vikings fan. So I'm sure that PA does get passed along some information. And now, obviously, Kwesi's not going to be like, hey, we're doing this, and zippity-doo-dah, blah, blah, blah. But PA does hear some things, and he doesn't make things up out of whole cloth just to have a talker, right? I don't think that he does that. I think he's genuine in everything that he does. So when he says something, makes you raise an eyebrow a little bit. And even if trade speculation doesn't happen, doesn't mean that those discussions aren't happening, right? Think about all of the drafts in history, like how many trades could have happened if the board would have broke a certain way, or if XYZ happened, blah, blah, blah. All right, so getting into this, here's what PA said on his show on Tuesday. Quote, "There's going to be no argument if and or when Kwesi moves up in this draft. And I ain't talking about 12 to 20. Change your minds. 12 to 20 ain't bad. Amass more picks, but maybe in a copycat league, they see what the Rams did and they recognize the draft is the lifeblood of every team, but there are different ways to go about it." And then he talked about how the Rams mortgages their picks, blah, 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 got some great players in trade, but also condensing your picks into top tier talent. And then he talked about how Wes Phillips, as well as Kevin O'Connell and a handful of other dudes were with the Rams last year, blah, blah, blah. So then he said, so 12 to 4, pick 12 up to 4 with the Jets could happen. And if you want next year's one, it's yours. That can happen. And honestly, I hope it does. Fueling the dumbest rivalry in sports history again. But moving up from 12 to 4 made me go from 6 to midnight. It's pretty damn good. Now, the Jets already have 2 first-round picks because of the Jamal Adams trade. Sweet. So they have 4 and 10 overall. So even if they moved out of 4, they would still have a top 10 selection. They would get 12 from the Vikings, as well as potentially a future first-round pick. Where you look at the trade chart, I mean, trade charts are always dated. Like, none of them are perfect, whatever. But the Vikings value 1,200, Jets number 4 value of 1,800. So package the second rounder and the third rounder. I don't know if they want to do that. Potential future first round pick is decreased in value. So do they just give 12 in the future first to move up to 4? Potentially. Now, who would they do that for? I think Sauce certainly could be in the picture. Maybe Stingley. Maybe if they really love Stingley and they want to go up and get their guy. Maybe if they fall in love with one of the edge rushers. Maybe Trevon Walker falls. I doubt that Hutchinson gets out of the top 3. Maybe they do love Thibodeau. Maybe they love Jermaine Johnson the second. I don't know. But a massive move like that would signal that, hey, we're revved up, ready to go, man, and just going and getting your guy. And again, hey, if you think that Sauce or if you think that Stingley is going to be that true blue alpha dog cornerback one, a guy who's going to be a multiple-time All-Pro, a multiple-time Pro Bowler, potential for Canton, go up and get him. Go up and get him, because the Rams blueprint, what they did is that they traded picks for established players. But I think you can also make a case. You can package some of these picks and condense them down into top tier talent. So if you're giving up a future first rounder next year, where the Vikings think that they are going to be the cat's ass and the bee's knees, which they certainly will be, and you're trading number 32 overall, Gold Glendale, and the Vikings moving up to 4 and go getting Sauce and go getting a top tier edge rusher so you can hedge against Daniil and Za'Darius, or help play them all on the field at the same time. Daniil, Za'Darius, DJ, as well as rookie TBD. Go ahead. But I do think that moving up, I think that the target would be cornerback. So whether it's Sauce, whether it's Stingley, just going up and getting your guy. You have that starter opposite of Patrick Peterson. Cameron Dancer can work his way up. He can get over it. And then baby. So it's exciting. Like, I understand trading down, but the allure of trading up is just certainly there. And adding another chapter to the dumbest rivalry in sports history. And the Vikings, remember, did business with the Jets last season, moving down from 14 to 23. Still taking Darisaw. Jets came up for ABT, Elijah Vera Tucker. Now, Spielman is out, but Joe Douglas is still there. And maybe Kwesi will get him on the phone. What's up? Let's do some business. But it's fun. It is certainly fun speculation at this point of the draft process, and we'll just go from there, baby. Hopefully, he'll pan out better than Matt Khalil at number 4. Anyway, let us know your thoughts on our thoughts in the comment section below. Subscribe for daily Vikings takes. Want to support the work? Put a little something in the Venmo. But until next time, SKOL, production value.